before I let you go, we do a little bit of a quick fire round. So I'm going to get my trusty podcast questions here. So there's quotes, and a couple of quotes, and I'm going to ask your opinion on them. Right, whether you agree with them, whether you're like, no, I don't agree with that, whatever it is, and then a couple of quick fire questions. So this is for the additional extra special YouTube bit.
This is for the millions of listeners.
This is for the millions of MAXI Hughes fans that are out there. We'll start with the quotes. First one is trust your gut.
I would agree with that. Yeah, that's something I believe I've done many a time. And if something comes up on us, I always ask my wife, what do you think? Says, what's your gut tell you? So I agree with that one.
Good stuff. More money, more problems.
Possibly. I think there's two sides of the coin to that. Depends who you've got around you.
Yes.
How humble you are.
Yeah.
But for somebody who could be maybe frivolous, hangers on, I can agree with that. I can agree and disagree. I probably more agree, because you do get more things. But I agree with that. Yeah.
Good stuff. Work for cause, not applause.
Try and understand that one.
So it's basically saying work for cause, so have work for a reason and not for the glory of the applause. Like
I would break that down by thinking people who work for the applaud want quick success, want quick turnarounds. That doesn't happen. You've got to be in it. Like example is boxing. I was never in it for the money and the glory. I was in it because I loved it. And now I've got where I am. I'm getting that applause, and I feel like you've earned it.
100%.
And you're rightful for it. So work for the cause, definitely.
Yeah, means more, definitely. People may doubt what you say, but they will always believe what you do.
Yeah, exactly. And I think I can relate to that. I've had a lot of people say, didn't believe you were going to win, but you've got a new fan in me because you proved us wrong. And I'm glad you did prove us wrong.
Yeah. How is that when someone says that to you?
It's lovely, yeah. It's absolutely lovely, yeah.
Do you not get, I imagine, so, if someone said to you, I didn't think you were going to win there, but fair play to you.
A lot. Because
some fighters would get offended by that, you didn't think I was going to win.
I love being underdog. I'm glad. And like Cougan Cassius was telling me, the general consensus in the hotel around my fight were, Maxi's done well to get where he has. Fair play to him for taking the opportunity, but I think he gets stopped a lot. And that was the result. People say he won't just beat it. We think he's going to get knocked out from his most recent win over Tennyson. So it were like, Maxi's done well, but I think he's going to get knocked out. So I'm like, I'm glad they were all against me. I'm glad. I love proving people wrong.
Yeah. You'd be worrying when they don't start saying that. When they were like, Maxi is going to stop this fella in the second round.
I'll go and kick out. If my next fight, I'm favourite at bookies, I'll go and to bookies. I'll say, change the odds. Get them changed.
A friend to all is a friend to none.
Yeah, I believe my wife would 100% agree with that. It's like trying to please everybody, innit?
Yes.
And then ultimately, the only person that ends up with crap end at stick is yourself, innit?
Yeah, 100%. There is no great genius without some touch of madness.
Yeah, believe that, yeah. Like I always get named, my mum always says it, the Hughes gene. My granddad, old man Maxi, he was just an absolute nutter, well known and well loved in the village. An example, something he did during 1984 miners' strike. Police had lined everyone up on strike, and he followed policeman doing a Norman Wisdom impression with his hat side. And even police were laughing. They couldn't be mad at him because he was just a nutter.
Oh, is he still alive?
No, he passed away last 19th of January last year.
Oh.
So that's one thing I'm gutted now. He's never seen me. I've never won so many titles when he's not been around, and he were a massive fan of me, and obviously been named after him. Just wish you could have seen the likes of that belt and the others that I'd done, but I'm somewhere, whether he's in heaven or whether he's in hell, he'll be what his saying will be is he always used to say, like, he used to send me a good luck message, and on the end it were always, let's rock, baby.
Oh, I love that.
Wherever he was, he'll have had the place rocking.
Good stuff. That's a lovely touch. Last one. Finish the sentence. loyalty is?
I'm crap on spot. Like loyalty is everything. I suppose, yeah. I'll go with that. Loyalty is everything. Yeah.
It's funny. Most people say loyalty is everything. The only person who disagreed with that statement was Sonny Edwards.
Yeah.
Because Sonny Edwards.
Because it's Sonny, yeah. And I bet he'll have had a good explanation.
He really did, because he said that blind loyalty is as dangerous as not being loyal or not being surrounded by loyal people. As in, if you're blindly loyal to somebody and they're leading you the wrong way, or that it's, not in your best interest, that it could be detrimental to you.
I can agree with that, yeah. But then the other quote comes into play, trust your gut.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
It's funny, because everyone gets asked the same question, so it's very interesting, all the different... everyone trusted their gut, and Crowler was the only one who said, I wouldn't trust my gut. Because he was like, it sent me the wrong way a couple of times. Which was good fun. Yeah. Right, we'll go on to our quick fire round, and then I'll let you get home to your wife and kids. Who would you least like to be locked in a room with?
Piers Morgan.
Really?
What comes back, because I just really don't like him.
Yeah, he's a bit of a knob,
just a real piece of work.
Yeah, isn't he? And you know what I think the worst thing is? I think he does most of that for just reaction.
For a rise, clickbait
And
stuff, and I just think you're an horrible person.
Yeah, it's the worst. And he has enough money to just disappear into the sunset. Go, disappear.
I once did another podcast with a quickfire round, and the question was, which celebrity would you most likely to punch? Yeah. And it were him. Yeah.
Well, Piers Morgan, if you're watching.
You can just imagine him being, if we were locked in this room, it'd probably be still the same, trying to get a rise out of you. Yeah. And even if you'd go over and smack him, it'd still be at it. He's one of them who he would just never shut up.
Right, no Piers Morgan. Our next party, don't bring Piers Morgan for Maxi. One person you'd want to go on holidays with?
Well, I'd get told if I didn't say my wife.
Yes, yeah.
But
you'd be surprised how many people forget their wives.
Yeah, obviously my family. But do you want someone who's random?
Yeah.
There's a lot, but one person I'd like to be able to pick his brains is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. Somebody, again, whose book I've read and who is obviously super successful, but had many setbacks and never accepted the word no or you can't. Mm-hmm. Yes. So he always flipped it. So
I'll tell you a funny story. I'm going to meet Arnold Schwarzenegger next week. Yes, because I'm going to the Arnold Festival.
Brilliant. Tell him Maxi Hughes is a massive fan.
Oh, will of course.
If he can give me a follow or a shout out, if you can get me a shout out, that would make my year.
But yeah, he's going to be there, and so is Sylvester Stallone and Dolph Lundgren. Is that how you pronounce his surname? Ivan Drago. Yeah, I should have just pronounced it Ivan Drago.
Yeah. Brilliant, that.
Your most used swear word?
Can I say it?
You can say it if you want.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
Well, it's usually the F.
Yeah.
The F-bomb gets thrown around.
Yeah, that's
and I have to remember, because my daughter's got a very good memory and good hearing, and she has said it a few times, and I've really had to keep myself in check. So what I have to say instead is clown. Clown. If it's somebody, it's usually a drive-in. Yeah. Instead of saying effing so-and-so, I have to go... clown, and she's outside of me. He's a clown, isn't he, Dad? He's a clown.
So what you're saying is the red mist comes back when you're driving, is that
it?
Yeah. In your opinion, what is the worst trait another person can have?
Arrogance. Yeah, arrogance and selfishness. Yeah, I believe that. I know it's one. I'd say, them two really. Mm-hmm. If people have got them, they just you don't want to be around them, do you?
No, not at all.
Just being, if everybody's just humble, the world's just a better place.
Absolutely. In your opinion, what is your worst trait?
My worst trait. Yeah. I've been informed by my wife, and I understand what she means. Is a bit of a people pleaser. Okay. If we were walking down the street and some randomer were like, "Oh, I'm a Max Hughes fan," blah blah blah, I'd probably spend half an hour if talking, and I couldn't bring myself to say, "Right, mate, I've got to go." Yeah. She'd just be dagger flames in her eyes, And I know what exactly she wants me to do, but that's my worst trait.
That's a good one. Well, I'll answer. It's a little bit down, but following on from that, it's the weirdest thing a fan has done. Have you had any weird experiences?
Weird experiences. Nothing out of the blue, really. No, I don't think I have. No.
So you're in conversation with him. You're too nice. You're in the pub having a pint with him.
Can't get rid of that MAXI HUGHES.
That's the last time I asked him for a photo. He didn't leave the table for 6 hours.
Nothing strange has really happened.
Well, that's good. That's
good. I'll probably get home and I'll have to message you. I'll say this is what it was. Edit that in, please.
You're like, that time someone sat outside my house for 2 days. Jesus. A fighter with the brightest future, but it can't be a friend or a stablemate. So a new up and coming fighter that you've noticed that you've said he or she is going to do something in the sport.
No, then it's again I'm put on spot because I have seen some good lads. Oh, it just bloody won't come to me now. Hopey Price.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Hopey Price has been mentioned a couple of times in here as well.
Really impressive, and he's just his last two. He's looked good in them all, but because like his last fight against Zaid, Zaid's only lost one fight in 16, being was it being English champion or Central Area champion? Yeah. So boxed decent, and the way he just took him to pieces, brilliant. So
yeah, bright future. Bright future for him. The pound for pound best superhero of all time.
For me, Batman.
Batman.
Yeah, always were a massive Batman fan, but closely followed by Wolverine.
Ah, good shout.
As I've got older,
actually, I'm going to choose Wolverine from now on. I never say him.
Wolverine is a hero in our house. My wife absolutely fancies pants off Hugh Jackman.
Hat tip.
I must say, same. He's a good looking fella.
He's a great looking man.
But just Batman, because he was my favourite. You know, as a kid, I always had Batman suits on.
Yeah. Which Batman is your favourite?
Michael Keaton.
Batman Returns is my favourite one, 100%. Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer,
and I love. You know, even though baddie, I love Jack Nicholson's Joker. Yes. I love Jack Nicholson as an actor, but I think it's because they was the first Batmans I seen. Yeah. That I was like, he's Batman. Yeah. And I do enjoy the new Christian Bale ones. Yeah. Ben Affleck, I can't give him any credit for that. He is not Batman.
What an awful choice.
Yeah. But same like when people say, who's your favourite Bond? I know this is not your question.
Yeah.
But
go for it.
Because the first Bond I saw with Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
So for me, he's Bond. He's my favourite Bond. Yeah. But everyone's like, no, Daniel Craig, because this and that. I said, no, because the first Bond I saw was Pierce.
Yeah, I could not warm to Daniel Craig.
Couldn't you?
I couldn't. I do like him in movies, but again, for me, Pierce Brosnan is my favourite.
And then I never realised he's an Irishman, isn't he?
He is an Irishman,
I think it was only last year or year before I found that out. Yeah. I thought it was American. Yeah. I knew he did the English accent for the Bond. And then it was somebody told me to watch the film The Foreigner, with Jackie Chan. Yeah. And somebody says, oh, watch that, it's a great good film. He says, I'll tell you what, Pierce Brosnan does a great Irish accent. So, and I thought, he does. And then I just thought, let me check to see where he's from, because I'm sure he's American. Yeah. Oh, he's from Ireland, isn't he?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to remember where he's from. He's from somewhere up.
He's from the Republic, isn't he?
Yeah, he's from the Republic.
It's like a quiet little...
Danielle, can you Google where Pierce Brosnan has been born? Thank you. Sorry, Janice.
Couldn't believe it. I was like, no wonder he's good, because he's from there.
Yeah.
It's not hard, is it?
He's nailed that Irish accent. But yeah, I love Pierce Brosnan. Yeah. And even, you know what it is about Pierce Brosnan? It's... he even has the swagger of Bond in real life.
Yeah.
It's like you kind of like, he's got that...
When you close your eyes and say, right, picture this bloke, James Bond, this is what he is. You're like, Pierce that.
He's from Drogheda, County Louth.
Is that somewhere?
Drogheda and County Louth. It's outside, it's about 45 minutes outside of Dublin.
All right,
yeah. But it's like very quiet. Like Louth is big, but Drogheda city centre itself would be very, very quiet, very small.
Yeah.
Updraw, a very unusual accent there, so he's definitely gotten rid of the accent. Your biggest fear?
My biggest fear?
Yeah.
Well, I think now that is just not been able to provide for me kids now. I would say that one, that sort of takes over now, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Brings. I mean, children themselves have a whole new set of fears that come with it, don't they?
You know what? I've got like since becoming a dad, and just think about the worst stuff all the time. Like I'll be holding my babies and like, don't drop them because you might bang their head and stuff like that. I'm like, why am I thinking this stuff? What is wrong with
me? Worst memory from school?
Worst memory from school? It was the comprehensive school. I think I was in year 7. And actually someone who I was a bit friendly with used to walk to school and walk on from school with him. He was in year 9, so 2 years older than me. And we ended up having a scrap. We used to always, if we'd see each other in corridors at school, because we were friendly from the same estate, we'd like have a bit of a wrestle and stuff like that. But we'd had a wrestle, and I think I must have hurt him, and I had a brace in at the time. So all of a sudden, I'd like got him in a bit of an headlock, and he popped his head up and smacked me 3 times.
Stop.
And again, like my lip against my brace, so it like splattered blood on window, and obviously the school swarmed.
Yeah.
And then before I'd even got a chance to fight back, teachers were there splitting it up, and I was like, fucking hell, I couldn't get my revenge. So everyone were like, oh, he's been beat up. But so after, and like all kids, when teachers were pulling us through, I had blood all over my mouth. So everyone's face was like, oh my God.
He's really been beat up here.
Yeah. So that's something what does stand out in school. Yeah.
Have you ever seen him recently or since?
No,
then?
I've not really. I saw him again at school, and he were all right about it, but no ever got said.
What was his name?
Ashley Tunstall.
Well, Ashley, if you're watching now, you better watch out. There's a world champion coming for you.
So that's something what stands out as a worst memory.
That's good. That's a really good one. Do you have any tattoos?
I do.
Go on.
I've got one here which I want lasered off and something replacing, because it's just, well, I'll show you. It's just a bit of a pattern.
Right, a bit of a tribal.
It means absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I was 16 and I wanted to be a bad boy, having a tattoo before I was allowed.
Yeah.
My mum allowed it, so I got that. It just means nothing. But now what I'd like is it to be lasered a bit and replaced by a boxing themed tattoo.
Yeah.
Having maybe somewhere the dates of the titles that I've won. And I've also got one on my hip. Probably can't show you, it's a bit far down. But it's Skulls and Roses. It looks pretty nice, and it's got a quote from my favourite film, Gladiator, Strength and Honour.
Ah, what a movie.
Yeah.
What is it about that movie? We all love it.
I've watched it. I mean, it's my mum's favourite film. When we first ever got that, it were on a copied VHS. She used to know a bloke in pub who'd knock out some dodgy videos, so we'd got that. And even if she was just ironing, she'd do ironing. She'd say, Dan, I've got Gladiator on if you want to come and watch it again. Yeah. So she'd be doing ironing, I'd be sat, we'd just watch it and repeat. I even watched it, not long ago, I watched it during this training camp. And
really?
As well, because Josh is a massive fan of it and Sean likes it. So Sean always comes in gym, plugs his phone onto Spotify, onto speaker, plays music, and when it were with our circuit days, it's like a real tough circuit, 20 odd minutes, non-stop, and he puts like the Gladiator theme music on, and it's like, come on, we get that extra couple of % out of them circuits. So.
Absolutely, and it's one of those movies where, like, you watch it and then afterwards you're like, I need to go for a run or something. I need to do something.
I am well pumped here, but I have as well. People like my wife says I'm sad. I've got a running playlist that I play when I'm running, but it's got like movie themes. Obviously all the soundtracks from Gladiator, and they're not really songs. She's like, you can run into that. And I says, I find something from it and it can help me when I'm tired or when I need to push it. I says, I know it might be a bit weird, you think it's weird because it's just instrumental, but I can put myself in a good headspace and it can push me on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you are a modern day gladiator, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's the same premise,
I'm
right?
lucky enough that I never chose, like, my alias, Maximus. I never
I never even put that together.
No, I never even chose that. I never said, I want to be called Maximus. All my old fans just started chanting it because Maxi, they just started chanting it.
Yeah.
And for a couple of my fights...
you like secretly, keep that going. That's brilliant.
Yeah. What my uncle did is into DJing and that. So he like edited the track. You know the bit where Commodus comes in is like the gladiator who became a slave.
Yes.
The slave. That speech, like it used to start saying, "Welcome to the ring, Maxi Hughes." The chants would be Maximus, building in louder.
Yeah.
And then in background, that fades, that speech comes on, and then it's like, whoa, and then Renegade Master kicked in.
Yeah,
and
brilliant.
Like, that is some, but I lost the CD in that, so didn't end up having it, but I've never felt tied down to one entrance music.
Yeah.
I always like changing it.
Is it as important as we the fans think it is?
Not for me, for some fighters, I think for Josh particular, he needs that to get him in the headspace, whereas for me, I'm already in zone from leaving change rooms. I'm in zone and I don't really listen to music, but that's why I think one time I fought at Magna, said on Facebook, says if this post gets 100 likes within an hour, I'll have Justin Bieber Baby for my entrance. You know what, he did well. As I was coming out and it got into chorus, baby. As I was making out, looking around, people were getting into it. I thought, it was a good choice, that.
Justin Bieber, the way forward at fight nights, right? Okay, coming to the end of them now. Most intimidating person that you ever met?
Most intimidating person. Who is it now? I've not so much been intimidated, but found some people quite intense quite recently. When I went back to work on the last Monday, the company van that I've got had not been sign written yet.
Yeah.
So I got a phone call saying, right, there's somebody coming to put stickers on the van to get it sign written up. So here's his number, to ring him when he gets there. And he was a tall bloke, and he had a goatee, and he was smoking a roll up, and I thought. And the way you were talking, I was like, he's a bit intense, this guy. Like, you know, he felt a bit intimidating. He was tall and that.
Get me out of here.
Yeah. And I was like, right, pal, are you all right here? I've got to go and get back to work now.
Skimpering off.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, final one. Describe yourself in 3 words.
The Cinderella Man.
Yeah, perfect.
If it wasn't that, I would be here all night.
Yeah.
I'd be going on dictionary and laugh. Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Are you happy with that one?
Yeah. Or either that.
Yeah.
Or Working Class Hero.
Oh, there we
That
go.
one, yeah.
And we'll just bring in the sound of John Lennon
Yeah.
as our podcast ends.
Yeah.
But that is it. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Lovely.
Yeah,
lovely.
Bang on that, my same. From my granddad's, bang on that.
Bang on that.
Bang on marrow.
Bang on marrow.
Yeah, marrow. It was a word my granddad used to say, like for mate, or, you know, call it someone. All right, marrow.
Marrow. Like the bone marrow.
Yeah, like MARROW, marrow.
Marrow. I'll add that to my Yorkshire dictionary.
Yeah, it's a friendly term, so it would say, bang on that, marrow.
I'll have to put that one in. Lovely.
Yeah,
that's what we were editing interviews earlier on, and I realised that I was interviewing a bunch of kids from Freedom ABC at Steffi's show, and one of the kids there, he was such a charmer. I would have run away with him. He was so cute. And he was talking about actually sparring Josh Warrington.
Oh, yeah.
And I was going, how did you go on sparring Josh? I said, I know. And then I was like, oh God, where's my Irish accent? I know. Now I know. And then I was like, we were all laughing at it here. It's like, okay, I have to go back to Ireland sometime soon and keep my accent. But lovely, I know. And job's a good one.
Yeah, job's a good
one.
How do you say A up yet?
A up. There's something else though. It's like A up Chuck or something, or A up.
A up love.
A up love.
Or duck.
A duck. That's it. A up duck.
Yeah,
I've gotten a few of them. Yeah. It's very good. It's very endearing. The only thing that I can't get past in Yorkshire, I refuse to get past it, is calling lunch dinner.
Really? See,
we'll not ever.
From
we'll
where
never.
I'm from, I say, I think lunch sounds posh.
No!
Like, my wife works in an office and she's like, she's got an office phone voice.
Yeah.
So, I'm just going to go and have some lunch.
Yeah, see?
Who are you talking to? You're more common than that. Because I say breakfast, and when I'm at work, I usually have a morning break and have something to eat in the morning, like at 9:30. So that's my snap.
No, you're having a snack. You're not having. No, you're absolutely. I refuse.
Snap, dinner, and tea.
No. Your dinner is from 4 to 6 p.m.
No, that's my tea.
That's absolutely not. I could sit here all night arguing it. I was like, because obviously Cutman Sheldon, Jamie Sheldon, who works in our office, we have this argument back and forth every single day. I'm like, so what is that box called? And he's like, me snap box. I was like, it's called a lunch box.
Snap box, yeah.
Me snap box. But anyway, we'll agree to disagree.
I presume lunch is like some smoked salmon, croquets.
Well, some days it is.
Canapes.
Some days it is, Maxi. But thank you so much for coming in. Did you enjoy it?
I really enjoyed it, yeah.
Good stuff. Thank you very much. Brilliant. I really appreciate you coming in as well.
Yeah.
And congratulations, world champion.
World champion.
It is no easy feat.
Yeah.
So congratulations. That was episode 7 of the First Exchange podcast with world champion Maxi Hughes.